Hey everyone, welcome back. We're here with Game 3, Miracle versus Hiva. I wasn't planning on it going this long, but it is. And Miracle proved himself fairly solid, although with minor mistakes in the last game. And Hiva was just kind of unimpressive all around. Although the 4 pull was pretty cool in the first game, although a little too cheesy in my opinion. But anyways, we're going on now. Game 3 is going to be on Return of the King, obviously a map that's been around for a while and references one of our favorite movies, so I like it.
The One Ring.
Aragorn is sexy. But this is a map that really does well for the Terran. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of raised up plateaus and hills, and every immediate expansion around your base, there are two, has a inverted ramp coming into it from the upper level. So it's pretty easy as a Terran to just camp out. There are only 2 ways to get out of that expansion area. Both of them are inverted ramps, so it's not that tough to do a full contain. You can also set tanks around this canyon that goes between the expansions. So I think that really we're going to have to see Hiva show himself in this game and prove himself as the rank 24 that he is to try to beat out Miracle, because Miracle, I think, has a pretty strong advantage.
It does somewhat look like it could be a pretty heavy Terran turtle map. And it's actually statistically not so good for Zergs. I mean, Zerg versus Terran, or Terran versus Zerg is 55%, so it's fairly even, but Zerg versus Protoss is 40%, and so it's not that great for Zergs in general, but there's not that many games, so it's not like it's a huge disadvantage. Now keep in mind, both these players, I don't think have ever made it to an OSL. Obviously Miracle is super new. Hiva is more well known for playing in the pro leagues, but I don't think he's ever made it into the MSL or OSL actually at all.
I think they let him in this one because he beat Jaedong. They're like, oh man, you beat Jaedong. You're like the one of like 3 people, so
well, both these players have worked well. That kid's cool.
Douche nozzle. Look at that kid. And then he covers himself up. Like, you already have stunners on. Do you really need to cover your face anymore? Anyways, go ahead.
Well, both these players had to work their way up, through the offline preliminaries. I don't know who they beat because they don't televise those matches, but obviously they're pretty good to be able to make it this far.
Sure.
And what's the Zerg doing here?
Zerg is scouting very quickly and getting an early scout. He is going to see Miracle in the top left very quickly before Miracle can scout him, and then he's going to redirect his Overlord to the top left as well. So, you know what? I think that what Hiva's thinking right now is the last game he really knew almost nothing until very late in the game about Miracle. Miracle did a great job blocking his ramp, and I don't think Hiva wants to fail that with that same mistake. Because obviously it's all about information. The first 5-10 minutes, you have to know what the other players doing.
Wow!
Whoa!
Blocking it out. It looks like Hiva is going to go for a 12 hatch here, so just going to play the standard economic game and get some more money.
Right.
And it looks like we haven't seen a gas yet for Miracle, so it looks like he's probably going to play the standard M&M build as well. Right.
No fast expand going up for the Terran player. Gonna do a good job blocking his ramp again, and standard. So I think we really see how long that drone stays alive, because I think that's important. Remember, that didn't happen in the previous game we saw. There was no drone at all early on, and because Hiva decided to just camp in his base, and for the Terran, you really can't do that. The Terran is not a turtle race at all. In fact, it's the least turtling probably compared to Protoss. Well,
I wouldn't say that. They have siege tanks, which is like the best turtling unit in the game.
No. I'm talking about. Did I say Terran? I meant Zerg. I'm sorry. I said Terran. Zerg is probably the least turtling. No, obviously Terran is the most turtling.
Zerg is more aggressive. It's all about getting a lot of units out and getting in people's faces.
We are seeing a fairly quick expansion going up. Not a fast expand, but fairly quick. And we do have just the 1 hatch, right? There wasn't a double expand. I don't think so.
Nope, we just got 2 hatches for now, and it looks like he was going to opt to get some gas here. We'll see if he stops at 100 gas, or it looks like he's probably definitely going to get his lair, or if he see if he gets speed first, or what he does first.
Right. Yeah, we see him.
And there's the lair there.
Yep, there's the lair going up right now, so he's going to get a quick lair tech, assuming speed for the Zerglings, and then, he may be trying to go for a fast Mutalisk harass, and that I don't think would be too bad on this map. Not at all, because it makes it a lot easier to get out of your base. Obviously, Terran's right in the above, not, what would that be, 11 position, 11 o'clock, whatever. Right above him. It'll be a nice quick path, and I think he can do a lot of damage if Miracle does not expect this.
Yeah, I think Mutalisk will be pretty good on this map. I mean, your natural expansion, there's not a whole lot of space behind the mineral line, so there's not a whole lot of space for Mutalisk to maneuver around, but there's not a whole lot of space for turrets either.
Right.
Now, certainly, you could harass the main expansion pretty good because there's that space behind the main expansion where you actually have that other expansion that you can get to once you have like a drop ship or
the
Overlord.
Island.
Yeah, the island there. So that can actually be a good place for Mutalisk to harass in and out from that area, but it only takes a few turrets to shut that down. But yeah, we haven't seen a third hatchery yet, so that makes me think that we're not going to see 3 hatch mutas. I would have thought a third hatchery would have been up by now.
Yeah. No medics out yet. That will probably be the next thing coming on the list. Miracle doing a good job blocking his rep. I thought he was going to push out there for a second, and I was worried because that would have been just a quick run by for Hiva. One SCV getting lost, not that big of a deal right now. Hiva is doing some decent... Fire bat out. I think he's going to push out, it looks like. Now, he has to be careful for this, although there is no alternate way to get into that secondary except by going around to the left side. If Hiva does decide to do that, he could get around this, but no, it doesn't. Oh, there we go. There we go, just like that. No, he's not going to try to run in.
Well, we are going to see 2 hatches here. He already has the second gas down and the spire going up, so that means this is, I wouldn't say it's kind of all in, but it kind of is. It's a really aggressive build because you've only got 2 hatcheries and you're spending all your resources on those mutas, so he's really going to do something with the mutas. But it looks like we've already got Miracle coming in here. He's not going to have time to get his mutas out. Good surround, though, by the Zerglings. Wow, great surround by the Zerglings.
Huge.
And just not so good control by Miracle. I don't know if he could really have reacted to that anyways.
Right.
But really good surround by Hiva. So now he is going to have time to get his mutas out. Now he's going to have mutas and lings going towards Miracle's base. So this is really working into Hiva's hands.
Yeah, to be honest, that push was a mistake. Hiva could have done 2 things there. Hiva could have just ran up the ramp and ran around him, which he had full capability to do, and there was only 2 Marines guarding. Or he did, obviously, what he did, which was do a sandwich attack and just totally destroy him. Hiva in a big-time advantage here. Here come the Mutalisks. There are no turrets up at all. I don't see how Miracle can come out of this one. I mean, unless his medic marine is perfect, but he's over here worrying about trying to, stave off the Zergling attack.
Well, the reason there's not too many turrets up is because it is a 2-hatch Mutalisk build, so the mutas are as early as they can possibly be, pretty much. There's the 3rd hatchery now. He doesn't have as many mutas. I really think he should be going in there with his mutas as aggressively he can because he has the window right now. Here he is coming back in, but there are a turret or 2 up. And you can see that Miracle didn't know what was coming because he built that bunker thinking maybe it was going to be lurkers. He didn't know what to defend against, so, he wasn't exactly sure. Doing a good job here, Hiva is, with his Mutalisk getting quite a few SCVs.
Wow.
Just, not caring about the turrets, and 1 Mutalisk going down, but otherwise this has been pretty effective.
It looks like Stim is up, from what I could tell, which is how he was able to get 1 Mutalisk off. But just doing a great job, doing what Zerg does. He's taking out a ton of SCVs, and rather than moving them away, Miracle's trying to scrunch them over to the turrets, bunching them up, meaning that we're getting a lot of kills from the, I can't remember what those are called, the things that Mutalisk shoot.
Turrets? Oh, glaive worms?
Glaive worms. Ooh, it's a glaive worm. Got a glaive worm.
And look,
for you.
still no turret up there. Miracle has got to put turrets up. He doesn't have enough medic marines. He's lost a lot of SCVs to this harass, and this is playing right into Hiva's hands. That 2-hatch muta really paid off because even though, during the late game he would have been weak had this harass not worked, it did work, and now he's putting himself in a firm position because he's got that 3rd hatchery going up. Got to be a little more careful with his Mutalisk trying to run out. It looks like, I think he's only got 1 left there, so pretty much those mutas are done, but he's done what he needed to do,
Yep,
and here's the second batch coming out.
Right, he